Here's the latest episode of Stops with Stacy, brought to you by Tekonsha. They've been stopping for 50 years and they're just getting started. We lived in Mount Gilead, Ohio for 14 years until this past February, and we've marked it as Valentine's Day was the day that we actually had to be out of the house. And since then we have been living essentially nomadically. So we're really planning on taking this show on the road, or rather our life on the road, because we're actually going to go ahead and get a full-blown motorhome in the middle of September and just really go all over. I think the nomadic lifestyle idea was probably secretly planted in my head by my husband. Then it also helped that we met different people on the road. There was a particular family that we met that had sold their house when their kids were very young, and they would go to the different equine events and do what would be considered a night show performances, and that's how they made their living. But it made sense for them to move around to rodeos and do these performances, or move around to these different venues. For us, it's slowly morphed into that because by moving around, we actually can serve more people than by staying stationary in Mount Gilead, Ohio. The experiment is, what if we move around and we can come to your area to where you could drive, you know, in less than 2 hours and come to a location and come visit us. And so we're very interested in that. On top of that, we homeschool, and we just think the educational aspect of it and the fact that we can get a few more years together as a family in a super unique and strange way, it just sounded strangely tempting to us. We can always go back, right? We can always turn around, go back, buy a traditional house and move back to a traditional life, but the opportunity is here, why not take it? Thanks for watching Stops with Stacy, brought to you by Tekonsha, the leader in brake controls.